guys, we're outside of Bristol, Virginia today, and we're gonna go check out a couple of little spots I got marked out on the map here and just have a good little day of riding. It's about 73 degrees, so that's really nice here on a nice August day, into August. Got a little long weekend planned up here, and it should be a good time here. We're gonna just do a little day ride here. A buddy of mine lets me park at his place, and I really appreciate that, Mr. Will. And ride along with us, guys. Should be a good time here. First time out in a little while up here in Virginia. This is only about 175 miles from home, so that's not too bad. So we're gonna go left up here and start heading northeast, I guess, a little bit, and see what we can find. So stay tuned. I got some pretty cool little destinations planned. One of them is actually in the Ripley's, believe it or not, I believe. So let's go see what we can see. Nice little farmland. I absolutely love this part of Virginia and Appalachian here. The rolling green hills, man, is hard to beat. Old farmhouses and good people to talk to. All right, guys, we'll catch you shortly. Cornfields with the mountain in the background. It's kind of how I grew up. Well, I bet there's some history in that house. That's cool. Going up here to this little farmer fella. Alright, let's hang a left here. More back roads the better, right? Community cemeteries are really treasures. More Cemetery, Bristol, Virginia. Mendota Trail. That must be a walking or a bike trail, maybe. Let's go up Wolf Run here. You guys will get a feeling of what these Appalachian hollers, as they call them, are. We're going through some hollers. It's not hollow, it's holler. Leonard Holler, Smiley Holler, good old classic hollers of Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee. Like Loretta Lynn grew up Butcher Holler, which is not super far from where we are right now. Not super close, but not super far either. We're gonna hang a ride up here because some of these roads are dead ends. Good old people that like to live off the land and be left alone by the crazy world. Yeah, so we're gonna go look at this little spot here that's in the trail. It's in the archives of Ripley's, believe it or not. And then I've got another little spot not too far away that's got some really rich history that goes all the way back to the early 1800s. Still standing today, so keep riding along and we'll go check all that stuff out, and then we're gonna just see where we end up after that. It's a very big chance that some of these roads can turn to dirt, like that one right there. That's a holler. Said turns to dirt. You never know. Random routes. Ain't that awesome? That's why we bring the T-Dub. I'm here. Pretty back in here. Cool, man, it feels good. Only 2,000 feet, but it's just a perfect day. Man, it's nice. Here we are, the road right down there. That's awesome. This slate can go out from under you with zero warning. You just have to be careful, and the knobbier your tire, the better for me personally. It's not that bad, but you don't want to lose track of what you're doing. Definitely can get out from under you quick. All right, so we're trudging along here. I'm glad we found this. This is a treasure. could have been riding pavement all day. This is just a look down at the map and said, hey, this will get us off of the road. It doesn't show up as gravel on Gaia, but that's okay. Keep trudging on. I think you guys are going to enjoy this one, what we got in store for you today. I like to watch that Real Stories of Appalachia, I believe it is. I'll link the channel, something Appalachia, and the guy visits all these places, and I'll just follow along and mark them on the map. And it's kind of how I've been able to find a lot of cool spots. I love these old Virginia roads with the grass in the center of the little 2-track. It just makes you feel like you're back at home. My grandparents' driveway had grass in the middle for years and years until they got it paved. Crazy how the sight of something, or the smell, or the music, something like that can hurl you back 40 years in one split second. Look at this, man. Beautiful blue sky, a perfect road. Couldn't ask for better. Looks like there might have been a bike in front of us sometime recently through here. Random routes, we'll call this. Right along this pretty little stream, rocky stream. Little Wolf Run. And left, or back to the right, sorry, and then left. This is going to be called Smiley Hollow. Neat little church. Take a left to Appaloosa. There's a nice river. Not sure which river that is. Alright guys, so pay close attention to the name of this road here. Barnrock Road, okay? This has some significance of where we're going. So we found it. Alright. Trudge right along, we don't have a long way to go. Going right up in this valley, mountain valley here. Look at that corn. Grows good up here, doesn't it? Alright, so we're coming up on our destination here. This is what's in the Ripley's Believe It or Not, so check it out. This fella built his barn right on this rock. Check that out. Built it right around it. Barnrock Road, so significant that it got a name, the road named after it. Look, his doors mounted right around it. Now that's pretty cool, man. It's no trespassing, so we're going to respect that, but we'll take some pictures. Pretty cool. And from what I remember reading, I'll try to put it up here. It's been around for a long time. Look at that. That's pretty neat. These rocks in this part of the country just stick up out of the ground anywhere and everywhere. Ain't that cool? Super neat. I'm 5'9", and I come to about right there. So that gives you an idea. Pretty good size rock. We can continue on. our little journey here. The next stop may have people at it, but we'll see. I don't have to, but let's do it anyway, because we can still get through here. Swinging Bridge Road sounds kind of cool, doesn't it? Let's go this way. Under the tree in the water. So this area, there's a town called Mendota, Virginia, and this is where this is near. Because I noticed this Mendota Road here, a lot of old farmhouses from way, way back. Rivermont Farm, pretty cool. Oh, look at this. Holy cow, man. What a place. Lucky dog, it says on the window, on the door. I agree with that. Man, I accidentally found some treasures today. And man, the two-wheel therapy, you feel the stress just lift right off. I mean, what a great thing to do on a perfect Saturday. Yeah, we won't bother them, but check this out. There it is. Pretty cool. That's a neat old bridge. Look at that little backdrop hill in the background. Super neat. Well, glad we came down this road. Back to some dirt. Look at that pretty river. The smell in the air is fantastic. I don't know if that's honeysuckle or what that is, but man. Alright, I think we're going to be taking a right here. I believe. Then we're going to go up here and take a left up what looks like a pretty jagged road. Probably goes right up that mountain. I might even see it right up there. We're going to find out. Mendota. Check it out. Now I bet you there's some history there and all through this town. Mendota General Store. This is pretty doggone cool right here. Man, if we can get across that mountain right there, that's going to be super cool. Let's zoom in here. It looks like we might be able to, guys. I see a road up here. Look at that. It makes you feel like you're out west again. Pinnacle Road. Yes. Don't mind if we do. It's probably going to turn to dirt and do some major climbing. Fugatti Gap. It's going to come out on the road. Exactly in the area we headed to. Perfect. Well then, let's see what we get into up through here, guys. Oh yeah, boy, that'd be a pretty place in the fall right there. Can't see too much here right now. I can see a long way though. Let's see what this switchback holds for us here. It's a big one. Sign says posted. Well, we're at the highest elevation we've been so far, 2,300 almost. Not much compared to the west, but we get in the mountains. Got that hill over there. Looks like something you'd see in Idaho. A little grassy knoll hill. Neat. They just cleared the trees out of the way for the power line, but I can see the road still. Oh yeah, beautiful. What a day. Did a peek through here for our Virginia's glory. This is what makes me love it. Check this out. Let's see if we can see right here a little bit. Oh yeah, look at those rolling green hills, man. This whole area up in here is like this. Little nice house down there. It's probably hard to see on the camera. Really nice. Thought you were having an adventure till you saw a Kia Soul, didn't you? Hey, this is an easy ride today for sure. Okay, here we go. Here we go, guys. Check this out, man. Get a little window to look through. Look at that. Wow. Ain't that beautiful? Man, not every day you get a view like that. Just think, those farmers are down there doing their thing. We're up here checking them out. Beautiful. Down here now where we were looking before. I recognize that little green patch of grass for that house. Ain't that cool? Bet you that old rock wall's old. Look at here, back to the grass in the center. Man, oh man, there's a little riding rink for horsies, I think. That's for sale. What about that? Is that a barn dominium? No, there's a house there, that's just a building. Man, that's nice. Oh, some fruit trees there. Wow. Comes a crazy Volkswagen. It ain't giving nobody no room. Come on, lady. Got her driving license at Dollar General. Pretty little creek down there. Flowing pretty good, too. Look at that, man. Holy cow, is that nice or what? It's cool right here too. Beautiful place. Oh yeah, look at there. Flowing south on that one. See where we headed. Here comes some wheelers. They got the right idea, don't they? All right, let's see. So that little can right there is where we're headed. Let's go left and then back right and take this Tray Holler. What you say? Beautiful. Alright, we don't want to pass our road. I think it's to the right here. Yeah. Let's take a right here. Little duck. Free hill with a nice curve. Let's see, we're going right, yeah. Puppy dog in the road. Hey, puppy dog. Yeah, look at that little thing, man. Ain't that cool? Wow. Horsies in the background, man, that is so nice. Oh, I love that. What an American dream is all about right there. Man, man. That's pretty old, I can tell by looking. Because I'm 28 miles from the truck and it found all this already. Look at that. I mean, wow, man. What a place. Rolling on through the holler here, Tray Hollow. Landscape here reminds me of Wyoming or Colorado, somewhere out west with all the rocks. Really reminiscent of that, man. It's when I visit there, You see this a lot as you get out into the Rockies. Cows right out in amongst the rocks. And this is kind of the area this starts in. Edgar Wayne Stapleton Memorial Bridge. Well, that's a pretty little creek. Alright, let's see where we're headed next here. Lower Grassy Creek. I think we're going to stay left, but let's just make sure. Alright, let's trudge on through. We're getting dangerously close to that can there. See what that's all about. Well, that little duck was a treasure, wasn't it? Alright, let's do it. Ooh, let's wait. Tell you what, in a spot like this, I'm going to show you a trick. Going this way. Right. See nothing's coming. Spin it around. Best way to do that. Alright. Welcome to Nicholsville. We made it here. Established 1840. And where we're headed is the same time frame as where this was built. So let's go check it out. It's just outside of town here. Let's let the camera roll, let you guys see what Nicholsville's about. Of course, there's a Dollar General. I would have had no other doubts. Great to see these old towns. The dirt road back in that hollow. I wonder if it comes out. Gas station. Virginia Mills. Up another holler, as they were saying. Man, what I'd give to have my driveway in concrete. Check that out. Yes, sir. That is beautiful. Man, look at that. Alright guys, we made it to it. These guys are gonna like this, I think. Check it out right here. Ain't that neat? Bush Mill, that's why I put the can, because it's like bush beans. Let's check it out. Let's go up here where we can get a picture. Man, that's cool, isn't it? We'll take a little walk up through there, check it out. Yeah, so this mill was built in the 1840s. And it ground corn and wheat flour, I believe. And I'll try to put some pictures up here of it, let you guys check them out back in the day. But this would have been where you would bring your corn and wheat and get it turned into flour mill. Bush Mill. Isn't this neat, man? I thought you guys might like this. It's just a place I've seen on Appalachian Channel. I thought we could come look at it. We'll walk up there and take a little look up the trail. But the over the top water trough there, I guess it went way up the hill and troughed it down through that wooden trough. And it looks like there's been some repair on it. And there's a little way to bleed it out if it needs to, if it gets too storming. Let's see if we can get up here to it and go read that sign. That would be super interesting, wouldn't it? I think we might can get to it from the back side. Look at that big old gear, man. Ain't that crazy? Look at that. And if I'm not mistaken, they can still run this. I believe I read where they can actually still run this. It doesn't affect the wildlife and stuff. Let's walk around here and read this sign. Here's one of the old stones for doing the mill, I bet. They put in the ground there. Alright guys, if you guys want to take a little screenshot of this. It says it's manufactured by Fitz Water Wheel Company in Hanover, Pennsylvania, assembled by James and Franklin Stewart millwrights. Original wheel is an overshot water wheel measuring 24 feet in diameter, generating 30 horsepower at maximum capacity. The outer rim and buckets were replaced in 2012, but the spokes and hub are original. Okay. Crib was originally 10 by 10 oak timbers, replaced in 1930 with stone and concrete pillar. Overshot water wheel uses 63% of the energy in the flow of water. It is their most efficient type of water wheel. The wheel draws its power from the weight of the water in the buckets. The water wheel turns a shaft attached to gears that turn the grinding stone in the mill. The gears can be stopped and started by opening the gate at the top of the water wheel, directing water on or off the wheel. Pretty cool, man. Really neat. Now this one says 1831, so maybe that's when they redid it in 1890 something. Historic overshot water wheel, corn and wheat. Operated until the 70s. Okay. See the mill in operation at Nicholsville Days every Memorial Day weekend and Bush Mill Day the first Saturday in October. Okay. There's your numbers if you guys want to check it out. Cabin available for rent, garden tours. Nice. We might can look in the window. We can try. Never hurts to try, does it? Oh yeah. I don't know if you guys can see in there or not. You see the gears and stuff in there? That's pretty cool. There's the old mill and the belts. Might be kind of hard to see, but I think it's showing up pretty good. That's neat. There's the T-dub down there. Amos Branch to use mountain stream water power. Made of dry laid limestone from Copper Ridge. Corn and wheat were milled for farms, located generally with a half-day trip by horse and wagon. Ground corn meal and flour was used to bake bread in exchange for other foodstuffs and daily needs. Miller and family lived in the house next to the mill, provide meals and overnight accommodations to farmers who brought their corn and wheat for milling. Nice. Pretty cool. Look at it, man. Ain't that awesome? what, guys? I'm pretty sure we are really, really close to coal mine country up in here. See, this road goes left. Let's keep this way. I mean, really close to coal mining country. Bluefield was a place where there's coal mines, and I don't think we're that far from it. Now, if this road here isn't private, let's take it. Culbertson Branch. No, not private. Let's do it. And this one goes on through. I think this one will go over up. We'll just go easy through here. Take our time. Looks like maybe a nice little ride up through here. Right idea there. Now you'll find that a lot of these old houses, they built the barns right on the road. I think so the wagon can get to it easy. There's a mowing machine in there, an old one. That's nice. Still farming this. These are the kind of roads when you pass somebody's house, they're like, we ain't seen a car down this road all day, boy. Where are you heading? And my answer is usually absolutely nowhere and everywhere at the same time. But that's why I really like to be respectful on these roads. These are people's communities, you know. You don't want to go ripping through here and run some poor lady off the road that's got her grandkids with her in a minivan. So anytime you ride this kind of area, just try to respect it, you know. Tractors up and down through here a lot, I'm sure. These people are just easing along, not getting in any hurry for anybody. You probably don't want to cross them either. I don't. Somebody's old farmhouse. Ain't that neat? There's no telling how long that's been there. Here goes you another barn right on the road. Some cavies. Yeah, I think they normally had these where you could just back your wagon in there and unload and load. People sold hay and bought hay back then. Let's trudge ahead, guys. What a place. Look at that old store. LG Osborne and Son, 1907. Old gas pump. Pretty cool. Good golf. $0.35 a gallon. Headed back to the truck, but man, the ride is still just as nice as ever. I just picked another random route through here. Look at it, man. Nice green rolling hills, fresh cut hay. Woo-wee, let me tell you. It's hard to beat things that throw you back 40 years when I was just a kid helping my pop on the farm. What I'd give to be able to grab the phone up and give him a call one more time, man. What a hero of a fella he was to me. Any little thing that reminds me of days gone by with my pop is a good memory. We cut hay, we raised cows. He taught us how to live right, how to fix things on our own. Just something else, man. Every bit of this stuff here, like that old mowing machine, disc mower right there, all this stuff reminds me of it. Such a lucky kid to have all 4 grandparents that meant the world to me. Such a lucky kid. Look up here, boys. Man, beautiful. Turkeys. Yeah. Some wild turkeys over there. Look at that. 3 of them. Pretty good size, too. Sure is. Wild turkey. Just easing along. Tobacco, isn't it? I believe that's what that is. Yeah, look where they're drying it over there. And it makes some big old plants, don't it? It grows good though. Alright, so we'll take my cog out. Two does, two babies. This is the time of day to see them, isn't it? Look at this little valley now. Heck yeah, look at this. Look at that, man. He's cutting hay right now. Look at there. Heck yeah. It's pretty through there, man. That little mountain in the background, he's bailing it up. Making steam too, boy. It's awesome. Saturday evening, that's when me and Pop used to bail it up. And then through the week, we would get it out of the field before it got rained on. Bunch of balers and stuff in that barn. Oh, this place, man. That old bridge, that's neat. But I appreciate you guys riding and checking out the Barnrock Road and the old Barnrock and the Bush Mill. Something I've only seen in videos. I wanted to look at it in person. I think it was pretty cool. I hope you guys enjoyed that.